Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, my name is ADLINA AFIQAH binti Muhammad AFZANIZAM, and my number matrix is 01DDT19F2032. What we want to talk about for this project is system analysis, design diagram, interface design, and last, individual component. So I will start the first one, which is system analysis. System analysis is a process of collecting and interpreting facts, identifying the problems, and decomposition of a system into its components. See, what is functional requirement? Functional requirements deal with what the system should do or provide for user. They include description of the required function, outlines of associated reports or online queries, and details of data to be held in the system. Now, let's see functional requirements for our system. First, the system supports customers' reservation and able to modify them. Customers can modify, update, or delete their reservation. Next, system should accept all kinds of credit or debit card. It should also have the facility of paying through PayPal and e-wallets. System should also be flexible enough so that any other forms of payment gateways can be added in the future. Other than that, one account cannot be associated with multiple users. There should be only one user per account. After that, when a customer searches the food in the restaurant or search the table, the result must contain full information such as price, time, and reviews. Apart from that, customer able to check their reservation status either from their account or through reservation ID. At last, the system must send reservation confirmation email after successful payment. Next, let's see non-functional requirement for our system. First, system should be able to handle multiple transactions at one time asynchronously. Next, the system must ensure that all the transferable data, as for example, customers, credit or debit card number, e-payment, should be done in secure connection. Other than that, the system should support all types of browser. This system support should be extended to mobile and tablets also. Apart from that, search system should fetch result within the acceptable time limit. After that, customer need to cancel the reservation before 24 hours for full refund. Next, system should be easy to use and navigate through. At last, there should be no lag in the site due to the volume of user and data. Okay, I will pass the next point to my friends.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is NURUL binti Abdul HADI. My part is the Drd diagram. So for a restaurant reservation system, we can be able to identify which parties are involved and what needs to be done to enter data in this system. These diagrams are used to design or analyze the relational database used in business processes. Among the entities involved are restaurant manager, post option, comments, customer and new letters. So the next one is context diagram. Okay, for the context diagram, our restaurant booking system involve one process, such as the food ordering system, while there are three external entities consisting of kitchens, customer and restaurant manager. So the last part of diagram is level 0 diagram. This is a picture for a zero level diagram that helps map the flow of information to better illustrate the process and system. For this level 0 diagram, it is developed again from the context diagram. So it has become three processes such as order food, generate reports, and order inventory. While for external entities, it increased to four such as customer, kitchen, restaurant manager and supplier. Then it was also added with two data store. Next, I will pass for the next presenter.
My name is NURHIDAYAH AFRINA BINTI ISMAIL and my matric number is 01DDT19F2102. I will explain about interface diagram. The following figure shows the main menu of the proposed system. The system is classified to get access from new member for those who log in or sign up, and each one has different sub-menus and permissions. For new members, they need to first register on order online to log in or sign up so they can uh, order food from our restaurants. If they want to book a dining table online, they can directly click on the book a table session. Next, interface is about login or sign up. Members will get an email address, full name and number phone from the club management once they register in the club, and that allow them to get full access from the system. Next, we have guidelines for new members. New members can find out step by step how to book a table online on our restaurant reservation system. This way, new members do not have to click all over the buttons to explore our system one by one, because we have provide a platform that is easy for customer to understand. Next, interface design, we have check scheduler. Members can check availability to find out dates and times that have not been booked by other customers. Therefore, there will be not duplicates booked on the same day and time. This scheduler will be updated by the restaurant manager from time to time. Next is a special request. Members can request something in the special request session. Member must choose how many people are involved for each table. This request will be forwarded to the management to perform the procedure. Once a class is allocated, it will be shown in the booking view schedule option.
Okay, so the interface design for feedback, we use in the form of filling out form and provide easy question for use to fill out. User can provide feedback to management if they they see any bad behavior in the server and performance of the club. An email address is required so the management can contact members to discuss the feedback, provide and strive to provide a positive response to it. The design for our payment interface will be displayed detail about the order made, the address and also the date. User can pay for a subscription by adding the debit card for the payment and reception. On the payment is processed, a receipt with the payment information will be sent to the user email. The design for our receipt interface will display detail about the order and payment that have been made. The user can also print the receipt, provide to make proof if the food the user went to order. This receipt will also go into the management for the restaurant system to store the data of a user who made the order. Observation is a technique that involves systematically selecting, watching, listening, reading, and touching and recording the behavior and characteristics of living being object and phenomena. The researcher using the methods of the understand behavior the social by recognizing the people involved and their value ritual, symbol, belief and emotion. The technique qualified as a scientific method of data collection when it is specifically designed to answer research questions and a plan and complemented systematically with precise control. There is a advantage and disadvantage about observation. So for advantage, first we can collect the data at the time the occurs. The observer does not have to ask people about their behavior and report for others. Conductor is a natural setting. The observer can conduct his or her study over a much longer period that with either the survey or experiment. Whereas other data collection technique introduce artificiality into the research environment. Data collection is an observation study describe the observable phenomena as they occurs in their natural setting. Observation is decidedly superior to survey research, experimentation or document study for collecting data on novel behavior. Some studies focus on individuals who are unable to give verbal report or the actively several meaningfully. For this advantage, the presence of a stranger, the observer, and the error involved human observation and the recording of data, which may remain out of control of an observer, are likely to bias the observation to a great extent. Measurement in observation study generally take the form of observer unquantified perception rather than the quantitative measure often used in the survey and experiment study. Observation study are generally conducted in deep with data that are often subjective and difficult of quantify. The sample size is usually kept at a minimum. Observation study there is not a way to know that past. It is also difficult to gather information on such topic as in attention, opinions, attitude, and preference. Conduct of accreditation method. Who to watch and why. Administrator and user and subject to observation. This is because the entire system is used by administrator and user. What to look for? Administration and storage of all statistics and information. There is administrator, user, family detail, feedback, report, system interface, etc. are important elements that need to be analyzed. Why should observation be conducted? Observation should be made throughout the reservation system. At what time should observation be conducted? For perfection of quality result, observation should be made within a scheduled time and a systematic time frame. For summary of observation, during the complete observations section was found almost the entire work will be done by the administrator. The administrator record every detail such as user detail, payment detail, feedback, report, etc. Are important elements that need to be analyzed with the use of specific technique for need and improvement in observation system. All methods need to be known. So better know who will provide the information needed in the best way when observing the system. A checklist of observation method is used to record important point and schedule or set time used to determine how long it takes to complete details. For summary of observation, during the complete observations section was found almost the entire work will be done by the administrator. The administrator record every detail such as user detail, payment detail, feedback, report, etc. Are important elements that need to be analyzed with the use of specific technique for need and improvement in observation system. All methods need to be known. So better know who will provide the information needed in the best way when observing the system. A checklist of observation method is used to record important point and schedule or set time user to determine how long it takes to complete details.
I will continue the next point for individual component, which is questionnaires. Questionnaires are among the important parts of information collection in this system. This method is suitable for research, which consists of a list question along with a choice of answers printed or typed sequentially on the form used to obtain specific information from respondents. Questionnaires in a simple format can make the respondent fill in the questionnaires and the answer will be analyzed. Now, let's see what the advantage and disadvantage for questionnaires. I will explain the advantage first. Number one, easy to produce standardized statistical data. Next, can provide new or different insight. Other than that, easier for respondent to reply may make response rate higher. And lastly, the response received was straightforward. Okay, let's see the disadvantage for questionnaires. First, limited choice of answer. Respondents cannot explain their view fully. Next, insufficient motivation to respond. The unattractive style and format of the questionnaire. Other than that, questionnaire can also make some respondents not respond to the questionnaire. Lastly, meaning of question may be unclear. Okay, the figures show about the questionnaire that we use. The user can pick from strongly disagree to strongly agree. So, user can take number one or number two, three, four, or five. So, user can take the question that we ask for user. Conclusion: the result of the entire questionnaire can help in ensuring the system run more smoothly and can identify more specific problems to be improved. By using this questionnaire can also achieve the needs of target audience as desired by most users in the booking system.
Now I will explain about document review. Document review is a way of collecting data by reviewing existing documents. The documents may be internal to a program or organization, shared as records of what component of a restaurant management program were implemented in restaurant, or may be external, shared as records of restaurant reservation visits by customer service by an restaurant management program. Documents may be hard copy or electronic and may include reports, program log, performance rating, funding proposals, meeting minutes, newsletters, and marketing materials. Document review also has advantage and disadvantage. Advantage of document review is cheap to carry out. Cheap because document review does not require cost and only needs to make a review based on existing documents. next advantage is can save time from thinking new ideas. We don't have to think of new ideas, just make improvements to the existing system and provide functional information about the current system. Disadvantage of document review is first is management may provide incomplete or inaccurate information about process of using the forms. Incomplete because the existing document is manually writing in hand form. It can lead to incorrect information. Next, disadvantage in need authority to access appropriate source of information. And the last is can be time consuming to collect, review and analyze many documents. Time consuming because document needs to be shared manually. This is an example of a document review through a manually writing form. It is difficult to store and easily lose. Summary: create a data collection form to summarize data gleaned from document reviews. We may want to include on the form the type of document that we are reviewing and way to reference its documents and information that answer each applicable evaluation question. We will use the form to help compile and analyze the evaluation findings.
I would like to present some of the individual components of the interview. Interview refers to one-on-one conversation which is done by one person act in role of interviewer and another person act in role of interviewer. Typically, the interviewer asks questions and the interviewer responds to gather information about a specific topic. Interview can be done by face-to-face meeting or via internet and telephone line. Requirement gathering by interview technique. First, what problem are you facing in the current system? We have several problems in our system as it is manual-based system which requires many staff to do and long time to finish the work. Second, we will use the system. The system should be used by the members and trainers. Each one of them has different permission. Third, what does the system need to do? The system needs to be an online-based system that allows customers to view their class timetable and request for an individual class as well as do payment online. Fourth, how should the member manage their account? They have to get a password and username from us and then they can access for the system so they can view timetable, do payment, update their detail and give a feedback. Fifth, how will the data be stored? The data will be stored in database server. The advantage of interview can rectify any misunderstanding that may happen during the interview as both the interviewer and interviewee communicate directly. Proper analysis of the problem can be done with detail during the interview method. Interview is a flexible way for gathering the requirement as the interviewer can change any question through the interview to gather more information. Interviewer can choose the best candidate as she can know a lot about the interviewee through the interview. This disadvantage of interview, close attention is required during the interview to avoid any missing details. Interview can be time-consuming method as the preparation and conducting of it take much time. The success of interview depends on the interviewer efficiency. Personal confliction can take a place during the interview from both the interviewer and interviewee. The last one is summary. Overall, we use interview because basically we are interested in the stories that people have to tell. Qualitative interviews are a powerful method of investigating how the system works in the online booking system and can provide a lot of information on issues that are being faced. So that's all from us. Thank you.